everyone, it's Melissa. Today's video is empties, and I've got a lot of them. I went to put something in the empties bag. I have a big bag. Went to put something in there and it fell back out again because I had so many. I thought, well, I'm either going to have to do an empties video or just go ahead and get rid of all of them. So I decided to do the video today. So I hope you like it. A lot of people don't like empties. I do, so I enjoy doing them, but it's been months and months since I've done one. So it's a lot of stuff. Now, before I get started, I don't mention my Instagram very often, but I wanted to today. I'm thinking about changing the name. It's Ms. Melissa 55, MS Melissa 55, and I kind of wanted to change it. I'm not sure what to yet, but I will put it on the main grid on Instagram when I do change it, if I do, and say what it is and tell people it's really, really me. And so, we'll see. But what I like is the stories. I post on the main grid. I'll post, outfits or hair or makeup or lipstick or something like that. But I really like to talk to people on the stories. And like this week, Doug and I put together a list of the worst songs from the 60s and 70s. So I told what the song was, and then I played a clip, and then I would go on to the next one and play a clip of the bad song so you could see why it was a bad song. And I would love to do that here on YouTube, like right now say, this song Doug and I picked, coming at you right now. This song is one of the worst songs from the 60s or 70s, and play a clip, but I get flagged if I do that. But on Instagram, they have a whole catalog of songs that you're allowed to use, all songs. And so all the songs that we had chosen were all on there, so I got to play a little clip of them. And it was nice because some of the younger people had never heard some of those songs, and they said, oh, I've never heard that song, that's the worst song, that's terrible. So I wish I could do that here, because I do a whole video on our top 10 this. So we did worst songs. I think next we're going to do the best songs, we think, from the 60s and 70s, the best rocker songs from the 60s, 70s, best love songs, the best, the songs that every young person should hear at least once in their lifetime. We like to do several lists like that. I like to play little games on Instagram. So join me there. It's Miss Melissa 55. I think, yes, I have it listed in my down bar in my about, description. So anyway, I wanted to mention that, because I do enjoy doing Instagram a lot. I wish I could do more of Instagram stuff on here, but you get flagged. So let me get to my empties. Okay. I got a bunch. So here we go. All right, I think I can go through them fairly quickly. Okay, the Nioxin System 4. I like it. I tend to use the System 6 now because it's more moisturizing, but I use Nioxin in something else that is also empties in here. But the Nioxin, it's good for when your hair is extra falling out. It really is. I went through a Glytone Exfoliating Body Lotion. It's my favorite body lotion. It helps to even out the spots. I use it after every shower. First, you have to kind of get used to it. It's a tingling. I have another one. It's just, I like it. I'll always use this. And it's got 17.5% glycolic acid, and it's like a free acid value or something. I did a video on it once, but I forgot why. But it's supposed to be a really good pH balanced, I guess. So I really like it. I went through a Body Works, this one, shower gel. I like their shower gels. That's what I always use. This one is Brown Sugar and Fig. So it's a good one. I went through a bunch. This one is The Beach. This smells wonderful. At the Beach. I think it's At the Beach. It's kind of worn off, but At the Beach. This is a wonderful, two of my granddaughters use it. I use it. It's a really nice scent. I'll probably use it all winter long too. Now the one Doug likes that always turns him on is that vanilla, something vanilla. I can't remember. I don't think I have any right now. I did buy some. Yeah. Oh, he just says, oh baby, I like the way you smell when I have that one. Okay, I went through a Kenra. It's my favorite hairspray to hold, for a firm hold. Now this is the other one that I went through that I use. It's Densifique Kerastase, and I see Kerastase is starting to advertise this for thinning hair, and I do think it works well for thinning hair. I like the way it's sort of, I don't know, it gives my hair a whole lot of body, and my hair tends to fall flat. It's fine and it tends to fall. This fattens up the shaft, hair shaft, but on the very ends, I have to moisturize it or put some oil on it or something, or an extra leave-in conditioner right there on the ends. But from the roots, you know, from like my chin up, I like this a lot. And they also have a mask that you can use every shampoo. In fact, this is how I learned about this. Someone on Instagram told me, she said, use the shampoo and the mask. It's more moisturizing than the conditioner. Use the mask and you can get by. It is a little more moisturizing, but sometimes I still have to put extra on the ends. So, but this is good for hair loss, and it's real good about keeping my color. A lot of times I'll go get my color done, and it's just, the roots haven't faded much at all. I don't get color on my hair every time. I just get it on my roots every time, and occasionally she'll put some blonde highlights in it. So this is good. Kerastase, the Densifique line. I like it. Okay, I went through some Donna Karan antiperspirant, the Cashmere Mist. I love this. I've used it for decades, since I first started, not decades, 1 decade, since I started doing YouTube. For some reason, back then, everybody was using it, so I started using it, and I really liked it a whole lot. I use sometimes an antiperspirant and sometimes a deodorant. Okay, this is the Obagi Sun Shield Broad Spectrum SPF 50. I use this on my body a lot of times. It is the warm color. It's a tinted sunscreen. I don't use, it's too moisturizing for my face, but I'll put it on my arms and my chest. But it just kind of gives it a nice glow and sort of evens out my skin a little bit. It's nice, but you know, it's a little on the pricey side, so I don't keep it all the time. Okay, I went through Obagi Blender. This you can't buy online because it's like a, you know, controlled substance or something. But in Tennessee, you can buy it from, you know, dermatologists. You can buy it in state. And so I have a doctor that will mail it to me. So this is what I use with my Retin-A at night. Okay, I was using this Fashion Work. I think they discontinued it. I'll look again. I'm using Bumble and Bubble now, but I like this better for a working hairspray, like to spray your roots and stuff, or to spray like at the crown before you like take a curling iron to it or not. I liked this a lot, but the last time I looked, they didn't have it anymore, but I'll look again. This is the Shiseido Clarifying Cleansing Foam, and I cut it in half. I love this. This just does it for me. It just really does. The men's formula changed. I always used the men's formula by Shiseido. It changed the formula, and it got a minty thing to it, I guess for shade. I don't know. They made it more manly or something, and I didn't like it as much anymore. And they changed the formula. I've read a lot of men don't like it as well anymore either. But the Clarifying Cleansing Foam, it's a good one. And I just like Shiseido foams, cleansing foams. They're the right amount of cleanser. I take a cloth and wipe it off, and it wipes off perfectly, rinses off well, but takes the makeup, but doesn't. It just, I like it. Okay, when I wear a deodorant, no, this is weird. I'm weird. If I take night showers, I use an antiperspirant. If I take morning showers, I use a deodorant. When I use a deodorant, I do the Lavanila. So this one is just, you know, the Lavanila deodorant. They have all kinds of different scents. When I like this a lot. This is the light brown. It is the Everpro Gray Away Instant Root Cover Up. And this is the color light brown. When my hair is getting gray, you know, right around the edge. People ask me why I don't let my hair go gray. Well, it's not a pretty color of gray. It's like I have a streak of white and the rest of it's dark. I have a streak of white, so it makes me look like I'm bald from this part back, because my gray is the color of my skin. It's not a silver, it's not a white, it's the color of my skin. So it looks odd. I look odd when it starts growing out. Eventually I may, I don't know, but right now it just didn't look right on me. So, but anyway, so I spray around the edge with this light brown. This is the Prep Rally from Drybar, and I got a new one, and I found this one that was old, and so it needs to be thrown away, but I like it. Prep Rally, it's the Prime and Prep Detangler. I have very tangled hair, so I can just spray this around the edges. It'll add a little moisture to it, and it just makes the comb glide through. So this is good stuff. It got sediment in it, and it was old, so that's why I had to get rid of it. A Nars. I love this foundation. I know I need to, as a YouTuber, I need to be trying other foundations. I know I need to branch out. But shoot, they're just not as good as the Nars. This is just the perfect foundation. I'm in the color Santa Fe. It's the light reflecting foundation. It's lovely. It just gives a glow. And I don't need anything else. I just use, after I do my skincare and sunscreen, I put this on and that's it, and blush. It's lovely. It just does it for me. This is a Copper Tone Sport 100 4-in-1 Performance. I did not like it. I used it on my arms and my body and stuff. It stayed greasy on me. It's the Copper Tone Sport 100 4-in-1 Performance. I didn't like it at all. It was greasy. I can't stand grease on anywhere in my body. I just can't stand it. I just can't. This is one of the nicest lipsticks there is. You've heard me speak of it so often. It's from the Cream Shop. It is Peachy Keen is the name of it. The Cream Shop, $10. It's just a nice peach color. It's lovely. It's just, you can't find a prettier lipstick. I have a lot of favorite lipsticks, but this is one I always keep, and I ordered more. It's so funny because their website, the Cream Shop, it seems like it would be for tweens, and I guess it is, but this is a great lipstick. I don't care if it is for tweens. It's a wonderful lipstick. Okay, I went through some Exfoderm. This is my last step in the morning. I can order this online, and it looks like I finished it on November the 6th of last year. So, yeah, it's part of my skincare. I'm going to do an updated skincare. I need to because I have changed a couple of things. I've added something to it and changed a little bit. So I will do one soon. But and I tried the Exfoderm Forte. I have mixed feelings about it, but this is the Exfoderm. And I went through a brow pencil from Benefit, and it's in the color 3. Yes, 3. It's kind of on the side there. The color 3, which is kind of a medium color, I think. But yeah, I really, really like it a lot. It's completely empty. Got a spoolie on one side. I like the color it does my eyebrows. This looks nasty, but it's going in the garbage, so I don't feel too bad. But, I would put it on and put more on and grab it with because this is another tinted sunscreen that I put on my body. This is the Australian Gold Botanical 50 tint. It's for the face, tinted face, and it's 50. But I use it on my body, and it's so nasty. But you know how you have it on your fingers, and then you get some more out, so it gets the product on it. I don't know why I'm apologizing. It's just my garbage. This is the Aveda Flaxseed Aloe Gel. If I'm going to use a gel on my hair, I like this one. It's I've used it for years off and on, but it's a good one. I haven't bought any more, but if I start wearing it curly, I would consider buying it, although I usually just like my mousse. So I probably wouldn't buy it, but it's good if you like a gel. It's a good one. Okay, this is another Exfoderm. Now this is how long it has been. This is from January 13th, 1922. Over a year, about a year and a half that I finished this one. So the next one I ended in November, so it was 10 months. It lasted me 10 months, so that's pretty good, I think. This is the MAC stack. It was good. I did a video on it and, you know, really liked it. It's good to stack on top. I think it did pretty well. As long as I put a primer underneath here, underneath my eyes, then it didn't smear too bad. But it's a good one, but I didn't buy it anymore. And I finished a Superhero. It's a great one too. It will smear if I don't put primer underneath my bottom lashes. I have to on most of my mascaras, except for the one from Milani, the highly rated, the tubing mascara. That's the only one that doesn't smear on me. The others do. If I just put a little lash primer underneath the bottom lashes like that, it doesn't smear anymore. Except with this concealer. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I have to say, I did a whole TikTok video on it. This is the worst concealer I have ever used in my whole life. There was nothing I could do to keep anything from smearing within 5 minutes. I mean, it wasn't any time. I did a TikTok video where I put it on, went to the grocery store. By the time I got to the grocery store, it had all smeared underneath there. It was terrible. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I used it in a Get Ready With Me. And I was going to give it to I ended up not really using it much. I was going to give it to my granddaughters, but it's dried up. So I'm going to dispose of it. This is the concealer that I like. It's the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I don't like the moisturizing one. I like this one, the Camo one. And it's not drying to me at all. It just, you know, I've got it on right now, and I've had it on since this morning, and it hadn't dried out my eyes at all. So it's great. This is the Mary Kay Extra Emollient Night Cream. I had little bitty things of it. I love this. I put this on my feet every night before I get in bed. So, love it. This is some Buxom White Russian. When I use a really, really pale, like when I used to use the Tom Ford Nude Vanilla, and now I got that one from Melt called Nude, N-O-O-D. Is that the name of it? Yes, Nude, N-O-O-D. You know, one that kind of looks like concealer. If I put a little bit of the Buxom White Russian on it, even though it's a light color, it just kind of brings it out a little bit and makes it look a little less pale or something. It just adds a little life to it. So I have another one. I always keep this as well as a real pale lipstick for when I have a dramatic eye. This is a little thing of the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I didn't care for it just because I like to use a pencil. That's the only ring. I used it for a video. That is everything. It is empty. Yay! I'm so glad to get these gone through and sorted and everything and disposed of. But thank you for watching. I sure do appreciate it so very much. And I will talk to you in a couple of days. I was trying to think, I've got some video ideas, and now that I've gone blank, that's why I always have to write down my video, because I'll think of an idea like, you know, shopping at the grocery store. I'll think, oh, I need to do a video on that, and so I have to put it in my phone right quick or I'll forget about it. So, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Talk to you in a couple of days, and be sure and like and subscribe. I have got to be a better YouTuber and say that, because it really matters. The like buttons really matter, and the subscribe really matters. It helps, you know, our channels to grow. So do that for everybody if you would. It matters and helps. Thank you, and talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.